Hey everybody. All right, getting ready to put the heads on. I've actually got one on already, but I want to show you a trick on putting heads on one of these if you have a 59 389. Before we get to that, let me show you a couple of little things that I'm working happening out here. Okay, this is a sequence for tightening them down, the head bolts. They're 3/4 inch and it calls for 95 foot-pounds to finish it off. They're saying to start, bring them up to like 60, then to 80, and then to the 95. I might even break it down a little more than that, but just so I wanted you to be able to see that. Okay, I did use the head gaskets that came in that, complete gasket kit. That kit did cost 140 bucks. I found this spray paint at Ollie's. I don't know if you guys got an Ollie's where you're at, but I was pretty happy with that. $2.99. Hope you can read that. And I bought 4 cans, probably won't need it all, but it's engine paint. So I got 4 cans of engine paint for $12 plus tax. I bought a brand new set of lifters. This came off of eBay. They're Federal Mogul, sealed power. And I think it's kind of like new old stock. I really like them. And they cost 83 bucks. Here's the old one sitting in the tray. Now here's some exhaust manifold gaskets that I got. These here, the metal ones. These here were left over from some other project. And so I'm going to use these because I think they're much better quality than the one that came in the complete set. I hope you can read that. I haven't got my glasses on. Let me pause this. Okay, it's a Fel-Pro gasket, and as you can see, it will fit 58, 59 if it's the Series 336 and 6000. And then, of course, it'll fit Pontiacs from 59 to 79, all the different engines. And now let me show you one other little thing. Here's an oil pan gasket set. This here's some stuff that's left over. It's called Trust. And I'll show you what it says on this. You know, if you looked at one of my previous videos, I was talking about how I had to use different gaskets when the 59 that I drive, because, well, I had this, and as you can see, it says it's for 61 to 76 only. And so the 58, 59, and 60 are a little bit different. And in this case, the gaskets that came with that 59 set that I got off eBay worked great. Okay, here's a good word of caution for you all. I got one head on, as you can see, and we're going to put the other head on here in a second. But when I had that head on, this pin, on my engine stand slipped out, and this thing spun because of the weight. And man, I got myself good. I got some skin in this game now, so if you're working on something like this, make sure you got that in there tight, because man, that thing, it almost rocked the whole engine stand over. It scared the shit out of me. Okay, here's the trick to putting these heads on. You see those, I call them Snorkels? The 58, maybe earlier, 59 and 60, I'm pretty sure 389s came with these. It's the way part of the cooling system. And when they made these heads, cast them at the factory, they were cast so that either, you could put a head on either bank. And once you got it on the bank, which they would put a cap, like a freeze plug in the back. You can see it here. You see what that is? That's where that snorkel would go. But because you only have them in the front, they capped it off. And this one here in the front, as you can see, your water circulates through the head here. It's kind of strange setup, but it works. I kind of would like I like the 61s better, but this works great if you for an old guy like me lifting this stuff, because you got these handles that you can just grab it, and you're going to see me doing it here in just a second and putting it on. So let's get with it. Okay, hey, I just turned 70, and this is one of the gifts that I got. I can't even read it because it's upside down, but it says 1952 original parts. It is all original except for these. These ain't original. All you little kids, don't forget to brush your teeth after every meal. Because believe me, I wish I had, but I didn't. Too many Cokes. Okay. Here's the head gasket. And I'm going to put it on here. New old stock. Got it off of eBay. I can't remember what I paid for these. Slide this out. And this goes on top. And that's what it looks like on the bottom. And I'm going to put it on here. You don't use no cement or glue. And if all else fails, I still got that other set of head gaskets. And I did clean this up as good as I could. The bottom of this head has been cleaned. I reamed out a lot of the, with the bolts going and all that. And here's what I'm talking about. I grabbed this, and I grabbed that. And you just pick it up. And she's on. And that's it. Okay. I already got the bolts in this one, but I haven't torqued them down yet. They're just finger tight, you could say. I'm going to tighten. Now I'm going to get these in for this one. Got them all in the right order, so they'll all be back in the right order. And then what I'm going to do, just for the fun of it, I'm going to take them and I'm going to start, as it says, in the center, and bring them down. I'm going to go from the center of this one to the center of that one. I'm going to do them all together at the same time, whether or not that has any play in the, the engine itself, because, when you tighten here, I don't know if it would affect this bank or not. Probably not. But that's what I'm going to try to do, unless the old man starts getting confused. And that's about it, folks. And I hope that this is helpful to somebody. Everybody take it easy.